percussion on a whole nother level, coming from my mind. Vocal percussion on a whole nother level, coming from my mind.
So, are you gonna talk yet?
Do you actually think a JoJo reference would actually want to make me talk to you?
Well then, how about a drink?
Whatever. I suppose I'm forced to work with you during the spooky month.
Anyway, my little skeleton head pal will be accompanying me on my videos, that is if you see any, until Halloween. Anyway, stupid jokes aside, today we are going to be talking about Revolutionary War weapons that were used during the Revolutionary War. Kinda like stated in the title. The small sword is a stabbing weapon of Spanish descent. It is an exclusively stabbing weapon. It cannot cut. Before you ask the question, but it has an edge. No. Both edges are extremely dull. They cannot cut anything. The small sword, due to its small size, was able to be mass-produced just like a bunch of other weapons. But resources to make swords that were actually good during the war was quite bad, due to it being a Spanish stabbing sword and the descendant of the rapier. It is compatible with a martial art known as fencing, a Spanish martial art. The saber is a cavalry weapon that was used for slashing attacks. Pretty much, it was a one-handed weapon that was used by officers. It wasn't easily mass-producible due to its long blade, but it was compatible with British martial arts. And in my opinion, it was an extremely apt weapon. You could attack with a guard even. The cutlass evolved from the saber. It's a short, slicing weapon that's not used for stabbing. An extremely powerful weapon in the right hands. In my opinion, it's just the Chad version of the saber. It's just better, honestly. It looks cooler and pirates use it according to stereotypes.
Dude, that's kind of biased.
Well, I'm pretty sure all of you know about the musket, a smoothbore gun that basically takes more time than a Sega CD system to load. So, I'm not going to be covering the musket. I'm going to be covering the bayonet. There are some misconceptions. Your definition of bayonet may be the CS:GO knife, but I'm referring to the one with the long stabbing blade. Pretty much, you could take it off the musket and use it as a weapon in some cases. It was an expert and is pretty much the brother to the pike. You could just stab it. It was a pretty effective weapon at the time when you're out. Pretty much bayonets were made to compensate for the massive, long reloading times. But they're still a pretty apt weapon. Let's just get out of the way. The halberd is the true Chad melee weapon. It's the most versatile melee weapon ever created. It can chop, it can stab, it's an extremely effective weapon, and yet it was reduced to nothing but a symbol of status during the Revolutionary War. Kinda stupid on their part. But still, there were so many things that you could do with this weapon, I can't list them all. Pretty much, I'm going to be skipping over the pike and spear because I'm pretty sure you already know. They weren't designed for slicing, they were just designed for stabbing. And they were used for bayonet training once. It was pretty cool. Anyway, this will probably be my last video I'll make in a while. But still, I had fun with it for what it was worth. It took a while, but another school project finished with this dead YouTube channel. Anyway, I'll hopefully see you in the next video.